Did you see that video? Yeah, I just watched it. It was awful. I can't believe someone would be hurt like that just because they're black.
There's somebody else throwing up their black power fists, like we'll see. Oh, cool neck tattoo. I bet she's. Oh, there's another white woman with a BLM. Well, first of all, what if it was your kid? Well, first of all, he's 30, so let's not act like he's a kid. Look at this girl. Where'd she come from? She just work out? What's up, baby? Some more white people with their I Can't Breathe t-shirts. I'm telling you, kudos to the person who trademarked these I Can't Breathe and these Black Lives Matter slogans. They are just raking in the money. ACAB, says that white woman, holds a flag in protest of the unrest in her community. God plus law plus order. If only people believed in all of them, or even two of the three, we'd have a lot less crime in this country. But what is she, though? One woman. Just like the grandma we saw in Portland, right? What is she, one woman out there? Hopefully they don't find where she lives, or else they'll probably throw a brick through her window. Oh, there they go, marching through the streets. More white people holding the signs for Black Lives Matter. I always love to see that. If they only knew where their place would be if this movement continues to grow. Oh, look at this one. I didn't catch this one before. Legalize being black. You know what? That should be one of President Trump's campaign promises. The RNC is going on this week, I hear. Should come out with a platform talking about legalizing being black because it's very illegal. Guessing that shirt didn't sell as many as the I Can't Breathe t-shirts, though. Systemic racism. This was one I liked here. Trevor Martin, Tamir Rice, Eric Garner, George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, a bunch of other people I've never heard of. It makes me wonder, I've said this so many times, it's interesting how, I don't know if it's the media that does this or the communities in general kind of do this, whether there's an uprising of some sort. Perhaps you can explain this to me, but how they choose their martyrs. All of these people on the sign are flawed largely. The cases have huge holes in them, huge red flags. Why wouldn't you pick somebody to put on your sign? And maybe that individual's there. Why not hold up a Botham Jean sign? Hopefully I'm pronouncing his name right. Botham Jean. Why not hold up the Botham Jean sign? Now granted, Amber Geiger got 10 years for that. But in that case, we're talking about an innocent black man who did nothing wrong, and we had, you know the details, I'm not going to get into all that. You can argue whether her sentence was too light, too harsh, whatever, but I'm talking about an individual who was shot and killed even though she's off duty, who was just minding his own business. That's who should be on signs. Are you with me on that? Not a lot of these people that we find out later ended up being losers, including Martin and Floyd and Garner. The kid, Tamir, I'm not going to lump him in there with that. He's only 12. So kids do dumb things. I'm not going to lump him in there in any way with them. Let's get on with some more photos. Oh, here we go. White silence is compliance. I thought silence was violence, so it's compliance this time. All right, good to know. Compliance. Here's an armed protester taking part in the demonstration, which he has every right to do. He better keep that gun pointed down or else he'll get laid down. And if he does, we'll probably find out later that he has an extensive record. BLM, look. Oh, I'm so happy. Look, it's a party. Look at me. I'm happy. More white people. Will their shoulders get tired of carrying all that water for the BLM terrorists? Brilliant. Burnt out the car dealership here. We got Car Emporium. A restaurant. Outstanding. Here's the car dealership. Here's the dump truck that was burned that they were using to try to block the protesters. Jewelry shop. BLM, check this out. Blood red paint. Or, as we call it, red paint when we're partaking in a home improvement project. There's our brave individual once again with her flag. All alone. They kill us because they fear us. Absolutely. We are all in fear of criminals out there in society who have pending charges. Not convicted, but pending charges. Some kind of domestic, possible sexual crimes, yes. We fear individuals like that. We do. And there's no honor for individuals like that, dead or alive. Be water, spread fire. I'm sure that means something to somebody. The way I saw it was water puts out fire. And ironically enough, I know it's a hot day, but this sheriff's officer, apparently he's taking the message literally. He's got water. Is he going to spread fire? More white people? Lean on me. Lean on me. Look at this woman. I know this is just a still shot, but eyes closed, bullhorn right in face. She's probably wishing she had some earplugs right now. We're doing the pants up, don't loot thing here with the black power fist with this guy. I'm telling you, the amount of t-shirts they sell, staggering. There's the man with his kids. Fortunately, the kids weren't injured in any way. There's a brave man, really showing how tough he is because he knows police can't do anything back. Way to show him, homie. And there's another angry citizen. And there's another angry citizen, showing his anger because he knows that they can't do anything to him. Emboldened. And I try not to equate unrelated situations to each other or bring things about that really don't have anything to do with anything. I like to try to keep it focused. But the reality is, like I always say, and I talk to a lot of you about this in the comments section, when you have a populace of people, we're not talking about race, we're just talking about the lower end, the scourge, as I mentioned, the idiots, the ignorant, the enablers in society that don't see criminals and crime as the actual issue, and they see the enforcement and those individuals out there trying to create a barrier between the criminals and us. When they don't see the criminals as the problem, then you have individuals like this and individuals around this country that are rioting and looting and supposedly protesting what they perceive as the problem. It all goes back to what I was saying at the beginning of the video, though. Why do they feel this way? What has led them to feel this way? What kind of political apparatus is in place, and what kind of media inflammation has been going on for the longest time that creates this situation where individuals are too stupid to see what the actual problem is? How many times is there a story like Botham Jean? Rarely. How many times is there a Jacob Blake story? There's a scumbag with a criminal record or criminal charges pending. Dispute happens, cops show up, individual refuses to just comply, walks away for whatever reason. Why is there this situation where individuals feel like that they can behave in such a manner and there won't be repercussions? Now, granted, 7 shots, probably a bit much. I see people talking about, oh, 7 shots was a lot. Why didn't they just use a stun gun? Well, remember, these are people just commenting on sites. They aren't individuals who are actually on the job. The reality is when you're on the job, like the Rayshard Brooks situation. Now, the reality is when you're on the job, when you're in a dangerous situation, and a criminal fights you and then runs away from you, what are you going to do? Everybody talks about, oh, they shot him in the back. They shot him in the back. Oh, okay. I didn't know there was an unwritten rule. Like baseball, right? There's unwritten rules, apparently, that you have to wait. And again, we're not saying that Jacob had a gun. The law enforcement's apparently supposed to wait until the criminal gives them notice. Until he's like, okay, hold up. My back's turned. Okay, my back's turned. You can't shoot me. Okay, my back's still turned. My back's still turned. You can't shoot me. Oh, gotcha. Fooled you. Oh, my back's still turned. I'm coming your way. No. My back's still turned. Get it? If you're an individual put in this dangerous situation, there's no unwritten rule that says you're supposed to wait until the individual turns towards you, possibly with a knife or with a gun. Again, not saying that's the case here. The cops are trained a certain way, and especially in this situation where he already fought them, what are they supposed to do? Were they supposed to wait to see what he was reaching for in the vehicle? If you're somebody who doesn't get that, if you're somebody that thinks that they're supposed to wait until a criminal is facing them, you tell me honestly, you would wait. If I'm reaching in my car like that, you're going to wait until I turn around and you're going to wait to see what's in my hands, if there is something in my hands, that you're going to put your life at risk just to wait to see my face? No. If you say that, then you're full of shit. You're lying to us and you're lying to yourself, and you're unable to put yourself in the perspective of somebody whose profession is marked by danger all the time. Dangers that we don't understand just sitting here and making videos. Don't lie to yourself. Don't sit here and pretend Don't tell me that you want to sit here and wait till somebody turns around to see if they have a gun or not. If it's their life or your life, you better pick your life every time. Again, perhaps 7 shots were too many. 1 or 2 probably would have been sufficient. And a taser, definitely, it would have been great. It would have been great. Hopefully this guy lives, though, so he can get brought up on those charges, and he can spend a lot of time in jail. That's how the story needs to end. How it's going to end, who knows? This looting and rioting, it looks like the media is going to try to set it off for another round. Joe Biden said something about, this pierces the soul of our nation, the shooting. No, it didn't. All that's happened is, hey, the George Floyd stuff was dying down. Nobody cared. A lot of people saw it was BS. So it's giving the media and the Democrats another avenue to go ahead and hype this stuff up. So what's going to happen every time in the future? Every time a black person's shot, this is what we're going to do. We're going to do this every time, even if it's justified, even if you could say it's somewhat justified, unjustifiable, sure, go ahead and get out there, do your thing. And I know hope is a terrible thing to have. I know I'm speaking to the choir like always because we get it, right? We're just normal individuals. But these animals here out on the streets, they're easily manipulated and they're too stupid. And the media knows it, and the Democrats know it, and they know how to push their buttons, and they know that they can get them riled up. All right, well, let me know what you think, everybody. We saw what happened on Sunday, and then what do you know? Different story on Monday. Oh, the media, they fooled me. They had me going one way on Sunday, and then all of a sudden Monday I had this revelation. No, not really. You know me. I always talk about it. That's why I didn't do the video on Sunday night. I wanted to wait and see what happened. Fortunately, in this situation, we didn't have to wait 2.5 months later, like we did with the George Floyd body cam footage that was never supposed to be released anyway. And had I done the video last night, I would have left my conclusions as incomplete until I saw the body cam footage. We still need to see that, though, to see exactly what happened, what the dialogue was like. So be looking out for that as well. All right, thanks for watching, everybody. Take care.